Oh, Dune, how I've missed you. It's been far too long. Let's get back to some of that insane Dune Imperium Rise of Ix gameplay that we all know and love. Okay, it's been a while since I've uploaded a Dune video, and it's been a while since I played a game too, so we'll see how this goes. Definitely rusty. It looks like I'm playing first. We'll take a look at this Imperium row. Appropriate's a fun card. Might be able to build a strategy around that. Smuggler South is really good. Guild Ambassador is awesome, especially if you can get up to that alliance pretty quickly. Court Intrigue is okay. Not a huge fan of it, but some people really like it, and Chris Knife can be good too. Some solid cards starting out. I'd say the best are probably Thopter, Ambassador. Close third would be Appropriate. Looking at these techs, Restricted Ordnance are very solid. Could go with combat strategy here because there's also training drones too. And Memo Quarters is always nice if you're like the beast per se and you start with an extra spice. And then you can go Tech Negotiation, Memo Quarters, and get pretty early access to the second influence level with the guild. So you can go Interstellar Shipping. So we'll see where we end up going here. Looks like Green's going to pick up Helena. Very powerful choice. Really good in 4th position too. Very flexible. Some good cards for her to pick up here. Looks like Red's going to go with Paul Atreides. Solid as well. A very meta Baron Vladimir Harkonnen pick for 2nd place. S-tier leader. Who do I want to play as? This could be a Yuna game. Especially with Appropriate on the board. That could be pretty fun. I have a lot of Solari to work with, and I can just get a million techs. Yeah, screw it. Yuna's a very interesting leader, to say the least. Okay, looks like our first combat is going to be the skirmish combat. Okay. Getting some Solari as well. Our starting hand is actually not the best. It's actually, so it is pretty good if I want to go exactly for Appropriate, which I do. Because it gives me a lot of persuasion in this opening hand. So I think I'm going to start with Signet Ring to Smuggling. Just because going Smuggling is so good with Yuna because you get an extra Solari when you go there. So I might as well. So that'll give me 2 Solari starting out. I can get my shipping going. When I do collect, I'll have enough for Swordmaster right off the bat. So I like where this is going. And we obviously can't use a Signet Ring ability, so that's it. A Vladimir Harkonnen pick. I'd have to imagine this is a fold space. Okay, Hardy Warriors as well. Very good, especially considering this combat gives a bump. Actually, yeah, this is definitely better than full space starting out. And yep, they will deploy all 4, activate these. Yep, very meta stuff here. So they'll take an extra bump with the Fremen, so they already have a point there, and they're well on their way to getting their full space point. And they will be going first next round, so as long as they didn't draw into both of their faction access cards, they should be able to get 2 access pretty quickly, and they'll just be dominating Interstellar Shipping. Okay, a Seek Ally from Paul here, and good. They do take full space, just in case the Baron drew both of his faction access cards. Important block there as well. I respect the play, especially because it does feel bad going after someone that's probably going to have pretty early Interstellar Shipping access because he's going to be blocked most of the time, but it's good for the balance of the game that he goes there. We have a Seek Allies from Helena. They'll go down to Still Suit. It's always a solid move early on. Get some water going. Hostage the Great Flat for when that starts building up a ton of spice. So now our turn's pretty easy here. We do not want to play... We want to have 5 Persuasion so that we can get Appropriate. That's kind of the whole reason I picked Yuna, because it'd be a fun little strategy to do. Because then I can use Solari to buy things. And so I want to have 5. I don't want to play Reconnaissance to draw, because if I draw into either my Diplomacy or my Seek Allies, I'm going to feel really bad about it. So I think the move here is actually just to play my Dagger and start getting a tech discount going. I could honestly just reveal now, but I don't think it's worth revealing now. So, yeah, I'll Dagger, go with the Tech Negotiation, get a discount for myself in the future. Yeah, that's it. Nothing crazy here. So I will have 6 Persuasion, even though I only need 5. We're going to go for a heavy tech strategy. It should be fun. As long as no one early reveals. Baron plays Reconnaissance. They'll go down to Arakeen, get a card, get a troop. I don't imagine you commit any more troops here. You've pretty much locked this down. I don't think anyone can get any more troops in than you. So, yeah, they definitely can't. So, yep, and they wisely do not commit any more troops to this. It would be nice if someone should definitely try to throw a troop in here. Getting 3 Solari for 2nd place for 1 troop is an awesome value. And if Paul doesn't take it, Helena definitely will. Especially with a Carthag play. Get an Intrigue card as well. Great value to be had. We'll see if they take it, though. Okay, Dune Desert Planet. And, okay, they'll just grab a little spice. You definitely throw a troop in here, like I was saying. And they'll throw 2 in here, okay. I would have been tempted just to throw the 1. Because even if Helena throws in 2, you have to pay an extra troop for 1 Solari. I just don't know if it's worth it for that price. 1 troop for 2 Solari, great value. 2 troops for 3 Solari, obviously it starts to go down. But Helena does go after them, so if they really want that extra Solari, it probably is worth committing the extra troop. And I'd be really surprised if Helena decides to go Carthag and commit 3 troops just for 3 Solari. That would be an insane loss of value. Oh, the early reveal. Interesting. So they do have 5 persuasion and a dagger, and they'll take Guild Ambassador. Okay. I respect it. So they're going to go for a really early Guild Alliance. We'll see. They have nothing with them so far, but this will definitely help getting the ball rolling. So I'll reveal. I have 6, including tech negotiation. And the reason I went with Yuna in the first place is to go for some funny appropriate plays, so I'm going to go for it. So let's see here. Yeah, so I will have to get 2 influence with the Emperor check, but I can do that. I'll start drawing my cards next round. Oh, a Bounty Hunter comes off. This is such an awesome card as Yuna. And it makes me really glad I went to tech negotiation. I'll take this in an instant. Beautiful pickup. And since I bought appropriate, that picture in the top right corner is the shipping, so I do get an extra movement on here. Now I have to decide, do I want to collect now, get my Solari, or do I want to go up 1 more? And I think it definitely is worth going up 1 more. So we'll do that. Really great pickup here. 3 Solari when we use this to an agent space with a blue. Take that anytime. Looks like the Baron has 4 and a dagger. And they'll pick up Smuggler Stopter. So great value for them, especially because they're almost there. And unfortunately, they didn't draw their Seek Allies, their other faction access cards. So they will be able to go full space first next round and then go to Interstellar Shipping. Shai-Hulud comes off. Very powerful card if anyone can pick it up. Helena will have her Signet Ring next round, but they drew both of their convincing arguments, so they definitely won't be able to afford it. They might just throw it out of the deck, though. We'll see. Chris Knife is also great as Yuna, just because any of these cards that give Solari as Yuna will give you extra Solari, so always pretty valuable. So if that's around, I would like to pick it up. And looks like Paul's going to reveal 4 Persuasion and a Dagger. They'll take up a Freighter Fleet as their first one. And there are some solid other 2 ones. If I'm Paul here, I'm probably going for Court Intrigue. Yeah, they will just take the Arrakis Liaison though. Fair enough. Combat. No one has any intrigue cards, so blue will take this down. They do get a bump, and I'd have to imagine this would be with the guild here. And they also get 2 Solari. Yep, so blue will take the point here, so they can go Interstellar Shipping early next round, and they get 2 Solari. Solid value. And next round. Hold it. Are you subscribed? It's a huge help, and you enable me to continue to make these videos. So if you aren't, please consider subscribing. So we'd love to go smuggling here if it's open to us. Probably won't be. So Baron will start out with an early ring, and they'll go Interstellar Shipping. Makes sense. And I'd imagine they would pay the Solari for the intrigue card, and they do. So very powerful ability. Hopefully they didn't get anything too good. Baron is set up in a very powerful position here. They got to do everything you want to do as the Baron in their early game. We have a Diplomacy here from Red. They'll go to full space, so now they have access to Interstellar Shipping as well, and they will be able to go first next round. Oh, excellent. Helena will play their Diplomacy. That means I get smuggling access this round. Honestly, a bit of a mistake to let me get it. But I'm glad they do. So Helena will just grab more water, and they'll get their victory point with the Fremen. I'll take this any day of the week. So we'll play Dune Desert Planet. We'll go to smuggling, and we will collect. So we get 2 troops. Definitely taking the Solari here. So now, when we get a bump somewhere, and we are definitely going to take it here so we can enable our that card we bought. Can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. And now we can afford Swordmaster super early. Oh, I'm loving our start as well. It's pretty fun. Now we can pick up Swordmaster with our dagger. Turn 2 Swordmaster is pretty good. And then we have to decide where we want to go with our Diplomacy or Seek Allies. Helena has been denying us water this game. I mean, it hasn't really come up. We haven't really wanted to go water yet, but let's look at this combat too. Should always look at this when you start out. Intrigue card and Spice. Probably the weakest tier 2 combat, in my opinion. Just not that good. We'll throw a troop in if it's available, but we're not going to go crazy for this one. Okay, here's the Seek Allies from the Baron. We'll see where they decide to go. I mean, we would like to go Wealth, but it looks like, yeah, they're going to take Wealth, which is fine. There are other options we can go. It's a denial from us for sure. We have a dagger here from Paul, and they'll just grab the Mentat. Okay. They get an extra card here. See if it helps them out. And of course, Paul does get to know the top card of the deck at all times. We have a Signet Ring here from Helena, so we'll see what card they decide to reserve here. If you don't want to worry about someone else getting Shai-Hulud, I think you just take it off. Although G Manipulation is such a good card. If they're looking to buy a card, that's the card I'm reserving as Helena here. Wow, interesting. Okay, so they're just going to double down on this Guild Alliance, so they'll take Spice Smugglers. And Dr. Yue comes off. Kind of meh card. Oh, wait.
Sorry. Forgot to move this.
Yeah, so generally you do have to put your worker down before you take any rewards from a card. Just a general rules tip for you. I think they realized it too. So they'll take some spice here. They're still at 2 water. And I imagine you throw a troop in here for sure. No one else has put anything in. So this is just some free spice sitting around. Fortunately, we're not in a great position to actually throw troops in here. But we will just take our Swordmaster while we can. Always a good idea getting this. Getting on turn 2 is so good. A reveal here from blue. They have 3 and a dagger, and they'll take G Manipulation. Another really solid card. So Baron continues to get stronger. We'll see if we can slow them down at all. We have a fold space here from Paul. They'll head on over to Tech Negotiation. Okay, they'll just take the Memo Quarters bump. They're going to race for the Alliance. Interesting. Helena's not going to like to see that. They've invested a lot of... Well, they haven't actually gotten the Spice Muggers yet, but... They took an early reveal to get Guild Ambassador so they can get points off of this Alliance. So Paul going for it early here is definitely going to piss them off a little bit. We have 2 Persuasion and a Dagger from Helena. So they can get Spice Smugglers. I'd imagine you give up on that now that Paul's going so hard for the Alliance. If I'm them, I'm going Court Intrigue. We're going to like Dr. Yue just to see what they get. They have, what, 2 Persuasion, right? Yeah. So if they go Dr. Yue, they could get another 1-cost card if it comes off. I think you give up on Spice Smugglers now if you're Helena. I don't think you're getting this Alliance. This is discounted by 1 with their Signet Ring ability, so they could in theory go Yue Spice Smugglers. Okay, they do pick up the Spice Smugglers. Do they pick up the Yue now? No, they do not. Yeah, I agree with that. You don't want too much blue access. So where do we want to go now? We want to play one of our faction cards. If we play our Diplomacy, we only have 1 to buy, and I don't think I would buy anything. There is a world where I want to get Court Intrigue. But I really want to have faction access next round so that I can get my victory point with the Emperor, enable my card. So I do want to save this. So I think I am pretty much locked into playing Diplomacy here, which would mean I'm locked into playing Secrets. I could get a troop in with Dune Desert Planet and get some spice going as well. It would be... I have no daggers. Green has 1 dagger. So they would beat me on the combat. So I could play Dune Desert Planet, get a spice, and then get a guaranteed 2 spice. That's a really good value. It's not an easy decision for sure. And I do want... You really do need to start working on your faction access points. So I think giving up on playing this turn is just too big of an opportunity cost. Even though I'm trying to decide 3 spice or a secret and a bump is basically my decision here. I wish I could go Hardy Warriors. Still Suits would have been the ideal play, but I can't do that. It's close. I think 3 spice might be just too good though. What am I going to do with the spice though? Yeah, I'll go for the Dune Desert Planet. I think the spice is just too good. Although, what am I going to do with it really? That's the question. What am I doing with this spice? I'm not doing anything with it. So I'm actually not going to use that. I'll use this. So I'll take this and I'll just take the Intrigue card. Okay, not the best. And then it's my reveal. Oh no, it's Red's reveal. So Red reveals 3 and a shipping. So they get a bump there. And I'd imagine... Oh, they take Dr. Yue. Interesting. Okay, Piter comes off. Very powerful card. 2 very powerful 5-cost cards. And Shai Hulud, of course, is really good as well. They have... Oh, they also went Tech Negotiation. So they had 4 total. So they could buy Chris Knife, Court Intrigue. Chris Knife is solid. I'd be tempted for it. Getting some extra Fremen access is never terrible. Okay, they actually pass on all of them. I'm surprised by that. Our reveal, we have 1. We're not going to buy anything. Okay, green, take your rewards. What a value for green. Pretty much uncontested combat. If we had a better option, we would have liked to have gotten some spice in there. Okay, we have a lot of troops in our garrison. We'll see if that can help us out. Ooh, okay. Ah, sucks we get this before we get our faction access, though. We can go Mentat, and I think we will. We want to draw into one of our faction access cards, so we can actually get some value off of this. Red quickly goes Interstellar Shipping, and they collect, it looks like. I think they were up 1, so they went up and down. Are they drawing cards right now? I kind of missed what they did. I have no idea what they did. Oh, is it... Oh, they must have played their fold space there. Okay. Helena plays Diplomacy. They go to fold space, so they'll start working on that. I think Yeah, I'm not in love with this hand, so I actually think it is worth a Mente here. And we want someone to go to a blue spot. And this is a solid combat, so we would like to get some extra actions this round. So yeah, we'll start out with this. Not ideal. But we can use this to draw another card. Come on, someone go Arakeen, please. Make my life a little bit easier. We have a 1/3 chance of getting one of our faction access cards if we draw another one. Honestly, not the best odds, so maybe we shouldn't be playing too hard into that. Okay, here's the Smuggler Snofter. So they'll get to draw 2 cards, and they'll take Smuggling. And they'll collect. I actually didn't see where red took the bonus. I assume they took it here. So they'll be getting their Swordmaster next. So they get 2 troops, they'll take some Solari, they get a bump. Maybe the Fremen Alliance? Hopefully they don't take it with the Emperor, that would be annoying. I would love to get that alliance. Looks like they will though. Okay, yeah, good, they're gonna push for the Fremen Alliance. Yep, there's a Swordmaster. Come on, someone go to a city spot. And they don't. They'll play this. I guess they're going to go to tech negotiation. You do have to send your thing first. Whoa, Dreadnought. Interesting. Okay. So they'll get their combat prowess going a little bit. And they can buy a tech card if they want. They have a decent amount of... Okay, yeah, they do. They took Holtzman Engine, very powerful card. Mimic Phone comes up. I might just take that now. Do I just go for it? Spend a dagger here? Yeah, I think I just take it. Get some extra reveal. There are some good cards in the row right now. Yeah, I think it's worth. We'll just take that. Take the Mimic Film. It's free because we already have a Negotiator down. We actually would have liked to have gotten Wind Traps. We have been on 0 water this whole game. So we used both of our daggers up. Come on, somebody go to a city spot. Let me get some bonus Solari. Bit of a shame we don't get any value out of this, but hopefully next round we draw this. Next time we draw it, we can get some. Diplomacy here from the Baron, and they'll just go to Still Suits. They'll get some water, they'll get the Alliance for themselves. So now, Green's plan to hostage the Great Flat is backfiring a little bit. I don't think they were planning around the Baron getting 2 water in a turn, and obviously that's a mistake, because they did. And the Baron does commit 2 troops to this. I actually don't think it's worth going for the shipping. Is that crazy? Getting a water and an entry card would be really good for us. And we'll see how much we actually end up having to commit. Green can't do any more. Red has 1 more action, so they might be able to put something into this combat. But if they don't, I'll take a cheap victory. So we have a Dune Desert Planet. So no one going to the city spaces this game. Kind of annoying. Really nerfs my Bounty Hunter if nobody goes to a single one of these. We have a reel of 3, and they'll just take an Arrakis Liaison, fine. So we will keep the dagger if we're not going to get any value out of it. And I think, do we just draw here? I think we do. I would like to commit my troops a little bit later, but I think we don't have a choice here. So we'll see what card we get. So red does dump in 2 troops. Yeah, so let's see what we draw. Okay, I'm fine with getting that out of the way now. Now, do we commit some troops here? If we put in 3, we pretty much lock down first. I think that's worth. Yeah. And we can always commit more, too, on the next round if we want to, because we're going to be going to a blue spot, most likely. So we'll see how many daggers everyone reveals. No one has any big, heavy-hitting combat cards, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal. So blue does go up to 6, so that ties us up, but we will have 1 from Bounty Hunter, so we would be in the lead in theory. They do have an intrigue card behind, though. They reveal 4 buying power. They'll take up a court intrigue. And they have 2 left to buy if they want anything. Looks like they will take an Arrakis Liaison. Red to reveal. They have 6. Okay. So they'll take the Piter. Oh, Treachery comes off. It's a solid one. So now, if we revealed right now, we'd have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we would be able to get Shai Hulud, which would be crazy. But I think there's some really solid 6 cost and 5 cost cards. Getting Treachery in the deck would be awesome. So I'm going to play it. The thing is, if I play this, I lose a dagger. So I would have to commit another troop if I want to get first here. A little bit annoying. Could also, yeah, I actually can't play this. And I don't want to play this. So I'm kind of stuck playing my Bounty Hunter. So we'll see what entry card we have to get. Do I want the first place reward is the question. Would I rather have a water and an entry card? I think getting the shipping is good. I think it's worth it. So I will go for the bounty hunter play. We'll go to Carthag. We'll see what entry card we get. Okay, a lot of spice costing cards for, yeah, we're getting super unlucky with these. Happens though. And I think we do we just take this? Put in one more troop for the shipping? Kind of tough. If we tie for second, I think red still gets third. Yeah, they do. I think I do want the shipping though. So we will put in one more. Red already redrew, okay. So we're reveal. We have 6. This is easy treachery, I think. We actually had 7. So we could pick up this as well. I don't think it's worth it though. I forgot I went to tech negotiation, but I still think Shy Elite's not as good as treachery. This is a point when I play it somewhere, so. Okay, combat. Starting with red, who has nothing. So me, I will pass blue. Okay. So we get 2 shipping and a troop. It looks like red opted for the intrigue card over the water. Interesting decision, especially with 6 spice about to be on there, but it maybe assumes that it won't be there. So next round. We still have a healthy garrison, so definitely combat ready. And not a bad one. Cloak and Dagger comes off. Bump 2 intrigue cards for first place. Oh, there you guys are, hiding in the bottom cards of my deck. Even if I got another card draw off, I would have gotten my stupid signet ring, so. Glad I saved you. So now smuggling would be a great option for us. See if we can get there. Our signet ring, if we do go smuggling, it would enable our thing. But then we wouldn't be able to use Solari for appropriate, but I don't think that's a huge deal. We still have no spice and water. Signet ring starting out with Helena here. So they will have to reserve a card. We still have 0 victory points, but I think it's fine. We'll pick some up. We haven't been drawing into our access cards, and we always draw them into them like at the same time. So that's been making our turns a little bit more awkward from the getting points from the faction tracks stand thing. Ideally, you're drawing these one at a time so you can play them both. Oh, okay, a great flat here. Awesome value. 6 spice. That'll enable some highliner shenanigans. And I'd imagine they're going to be fighting for these alliance. So red better watch out. Their alliance is going to be in trouble. They will reserve power play here. I think that's a great reserve. People would love to get access to it. And, ooh, Opulence comes off. That is such a good unicard. Such a good unicard. Okay, we have a decision here. We have our signet ring, which we could use if we go smuggling and collect.
I'll deploy mine.
Sounds good. So green does throw their dreadnought in. Always worth doing that. So we definitely want to go smuggling, starting out here. And take our collection. Do I want to use my signet ring is the question. It's not an easy decision to make. I'm definitely taking the Solari here. I would get a spice out of that as well, which would enable me to calculate it higher. I kind of want to get my High Council seat though too. So I think I will be saving on the signet ring ability. And if I'm not going to use the ability, I can just use this and leave myself more options in the future, depending on what other people take. So I will go smuggling here, right? Because how many, I would get 6 plus 2. I'd get 8 total. I'd be up to 10. If I send 7, I'd be down to 3. Yeah, I think I'd rather have my High Council seat this round. But if I do that, I'm committing 2 of my cards. So then I'd only be able to play 1 of my faction access cards again. I don't think that's a big deal though. So yeah, we'll go for this. So we will collect. We'll get 2 more troops. We will be taking the Solari. And the bump, I think we just take this with the Emperor track. Get our victory point. We'll enable our appropriate. And we have a healthy garrison now. Yeah, I like that play. So we have a interstellar shipping from the Beast using their signet ring so they can get an extra intrigue card as well. Must be nice. I'm getting such trash. Okay, Paul's likely going tech negotiate here. They'll pick up training drones, okay. Holo projectors comes off, very good tech. Ooh, okay, spice smugglers here. People are finally starting to go to their city spaces now that I don't have my bounty hunter. Will they pay? Okay, so they will do this, and they're going to chase Red here. Oh, that's going to be so annoying for Red. But Red knew what they were going into when Green early revealed for Guild Ambassador. They know they'd be pushing for that alliance, so Red will be forced to defend if they don't want to lose the alliance. So we have a decision to make here. Do we want to start playing these? I kind of do want to get this out of my deck at this point. We can go still suits. We can start getting some troops in. I do want to get some water going. We can stave our signet ring if we want to do something with that. Yeah, I think we will go for the Seek Allies. Just get it out. Yeah. Get some water. All these rewards are good, so I feel great about getting some troops in. Let's get stressed. And there's a chance we get Haga Basin next round if no one takes the spice this round. Okay, we have an Arrakis Liaison from the Baron here. They'll take their Swordmaster finally, so they'll be getting an extra round like everybody else, except for Green, who still doesn't have theirs and probably won't end up getting it for a while. A very quick Dr. Yui here from Paul. And where did they go? They went to Carthag, okay. And they'll put in 3. So they're very interested in this. And they do get to draw a card as well. A reveal here from Green. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total buying power. So they can get Power Play or Opulence. They don't have a lot of Solari is the only thing, so Opulence doesn't really do much for them, but it is a denial from me. I don't think they want me getting Opulence, so I think from that perspective, it would be a good play to block me. If they were paying attention, they would have probably realized that I draw a lot of my high persuasion cards already. But I do have Mimic Film, so that makes it a little bit harder. And they do pick up the Power Play, okay. I think that's a good choice for their game. You don't want to play around other people too much, especially in a 4-player game where you have 2 other people to worry about. They have 1 persuasion left. They're trying to decide if they want to take this assassination mission. Oh, wait. No. Yeah, they only have, right? 4, 5, 6. I could be missing something. Wait. Because you should only have... You have 6 persuasion?
Yeah? No, but I have a discount.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
I figured there was something I was forgetting.
Yeah,
Might
no
be.
problem.
Okay, so let's see here. I have to... So this is the decision I was putting off. If I get my High Council seat now, that enables me to start buying Spice Must Flows much easier, and I think that's kind of a core of my game right now. So it is worth doing that. So if I use one of these, and I'd definitely use my Signet Ring. That would put me up to 1, 2, 3, 4. That would put me up to 6. So I'd also be able to get my Opulence too this round if no one else reveals and gets it earlier. That is so good. But then I really wouldn't want to use my Signet Ring ability if I'm going to get Opulence possibly. I think I do take the High Council seat. Oh, I can't use my Signet Ring anyway. But I do think I take the High Council seat. It's just a part of my win condition. One decision would be if I want to take Mentat, but I don't want to. So I think I do just take this. So really get my persuasion game rolling here. Because that's how I'm going to win this game. Getting Spiceman's Flows to catch up. I'm close with a couple of the tracks already to getting my points. And I might be able to get the alliance with the Emperor track. So we'll see how that goes. Fortunately, I'm missing out on playing a faction access card again, which never feels good. It's just a little inefficient. You want to be playing these when they come up. But like I said, drawing my Seek Allies and my Diplomacy together over and over again never helps with that goal. We have the Baron. They'll play Reconnaissance. They'll go to Research Station. Okay, so they're going to, I guess, either try to get Shai Halud or a Spice Mist Flow this round. See how it goes. They probably will be able to. A lot of people committing for this combat. So we might not end up getting anything out of this. Kind of sucks, but nothing we can do about it. Okay, so Red does deny the Opulence pickup from us, so that sucks. Big time. So we will reveal. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. God, what do we take here? Chris Knife is good for us. It does give us some access. Unfortunately, we can't get Shai Halud. We would have liked to have picked that up as a backup. Picking up Chris Knife sucks now because, like I said, we're going for a more Spice must flow strategy. So I'm tempted to just take 2 Arrakis Liaisons and call it a day. Just for the extra persuasion. Because you do have to play into your grand overall strategy, and I don't think this is going to do too much for us at this stage of the game. I mean, I am tempted to. Maybe I could pick up one of these and an Arrakis Liaison. It's a nice hedge. Imperial Bashar's solid, but I already have a decent amount of blue access. Maybe I do pick this up, actually. Ugh. Getting some trash would be nice. And this would give me some late game combat potential as well. I could, honestly, no one's really going combat, so I could just hard pivot into a combat strategy now. And I could pick up restricted ordnance with my appropriate when that comes up. Not an easy decision here. Oh, this would be a good card, though. I have 6 to buy, so I wouldn't be able to get another card with daggers. Screw it. We're going to play a weird hybrid strategy. Okay, starter card comes off. Fine. So we have 2 left to buy. I think I will take the Arrakis Liaison, and that'll be my turn. So, pretty beefy reveal here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not enough, but they can take Shai-Hulud. So, great buy for them. They can trash a card from their deck. And they will not, I guess.
Combat, starting with green. You play anything?
Pass.
I'll pass as well.
Yellow. I will play.
Red's gonna pick cannon. Oh, that helps
Not
us.
fair.
Interesting. Okay. So now green is out of the combat. That is a really weird play. He just gave us rewards. I don't know why I did that. Okay.
And I play this.
What an interesting play. Because we would have all tied for third and gotten nothing.
Nice.
So him denying green actually gives us, I think we both get third place now. Is that right?
I'm done.
I think that's right. Yeah, so we both get third. So I think I take the, I do kind of want the spice for this, but the intrigue card's too good. Oh, and we get a good one. Okay. Okay, kind of trash. Okay, we do pick up our Imperial Bashar here. We could grab some spice. That would give me 4 spice. Actually, kind of worth. Wish I had some Solar to use my Signet Ring. Ugh, this is like so not interesting. We once again do not draw into faction access. Ideally, I'd go Bounty Hunter into Signet Ring. So I could start out with Imperial Bashar here. Just gain an extra troop. Solar is always good for Yuna. So I wouldn't feel too bad about that outcome. I actually do really want spice, though. Yeah, I don't hate revealing this. Yeah, I'll take the spice starting out. It's a good value. Do I put in for this? I think I do. Solar is just so good for me. So we have a Baron. He'll go to Interstellar Shipping, of course. Will they go up and down or down then up? That is the question. There are some solid techs here. It looks like they're going to go up and down. They'll take the spice. Obviously, they'll take those rewards. They're going to take the bump with the Emperor track. Makes a lot of sense. And now, are they taking a tech? They have 4 spice, so they can take anything here. Restricted Ordnance is insane. And they do take it. Okay. So, it kind of sucks. We would have liked to have gotten that, but can't always get what we want. Troop Transports comes off. Baron does have to pick up their High Council seat to enable this, though. So, they don't have enough Solar yet. Okay, we're going to see if everyone decides to not go to the city spaces again. I feel like that always happens when I pick up my Bounty Hunter. We could go smuggling with our Signet Ring, but we want to save our Solari. So I don't want to be using my Signet Ring ability. Appropriate just to get free text is really solid. We have a Diplomacy here from Paul, and they're just going to go Selective Breeding. Okay. And they will trash their assassination mission out. Good. They get to draw 2 cards. Yep. Please go to a city spot so I can play this. Okay, we have a fold space here that doesn't scream city spot. Okay, they are going to continue to chase. That is an insane thing to do. I mean, unless they think they can get it this round, it's so easy for... Actually, it is a little bit harder for Paul to defend now that they took this fold space. But they are kind of committing to getting both of these, because if they don't lock it down this round, Paul does go before them next round. Although they did already play their fold space, so we'll see how this turns out. I'm interested to see how this plays out. They might be able to do it, who knows? They play their Guild Ambassador, that's an extra bump. Then they have to get a third one from somewhere. So nobody goes to any of these city spaces. I kind of want to reveal this. Would like to draw. I'm going to get a lot of Solari from that. So maybe I shouldn't be worrying about Solari as much. Would love to draw. I'm not super inspired by these cards. And Mentat is still up for grabs. Could also go Imperial Bashar and draw. Revealing the daggers is pretty good. So I think I'm going to go for a Mentat. Of course, I draw a totally useless card. But at least it's worth some persuasion. I'm up to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 if I reveal right now. I could always cycle it out, of course. I have a lot of daggers to reveal from hand. So we get the Court Intrigue from the Baron. So they'll block up Wealth now. And I don't think there's any world where I get that alliance. So they will cycle out one of their Intrigue cards. Always a nice ability to get rid of some of the more useless ones, especially as the Baron who's drawing a lot of Intrigue cards. We have a Dune Desert Planet here from Red, and they'll just grab some spice for themselves. Or they'll go Smuggling. Smuggling is a tempting play, because if they get to go to Interstellar Shipping, that's an auto-collect, and that would enable them to defend their Guild Alliance, and they do go for that. I think that's the right call. Okay, we have a Diplomacy here from Green. They'll just go down to Still Suits, fine. And they'll throw in a Dreadnought. Take some free Solari. I do think we draw here. We drew all of our blue cards. It's kind of why I didn't want to buy this, because we had a lot of blue in our deck. But you never really plan around this scenario. But I'm down to keep drawing. We could get lucky Binka 2 Persuasion card and buy a Spice this turn, which would be huge for us. So yeah, we'll go for that. We'll save these for the reveal. Oh, and we get it. Interesting. I am tempted to play that, though. Do I want to throw more troops in here? I don't think so, especially if I'm revealing those two. We have a dagger here from the Baron. They'll grab their High Council seat, so this is active now. So they're going to really be a threat in combat. And we have to remember they have that Shy Loot floating in their deck as well. Garthag here. So that does enable our Bounty Hunter. They do get to draw a card for their Signet Ring ability. And they will use Training Drones to get an extra troop. Probably isn't worth committing. Especially if they knew what I was holding in my hand. 4 extra daggers. They'll just throw in 1. So green reveals 5. They don't get the point from this because they don't have the alliance. And there are some good 5-cost cards. Starter card solid. Maybe a little bit late for Guild Chief Administrator. You might just go Bene Gesserit's Sister. Getting the extra persuasion in the late game to get Spiceman's Flows is always valuable. Yeah, they're not going to buy anything. Interesting. So now we have an interesting decision to be made here. We can play our Appropriate and buy a tech with Solari. We could pick up any of these. We could get Wind Traps. We could get Hollow Projectors. Wind Trap purchase, we're probably going to win this combat, so we'd get 2 water for that buy. The only thing is, we're giving up a victory point if we do that. Because we have 9 persuasion right now. Is it worth giving up a victory point round 5 for 2 water? I don't think it is. The only thing is, though, I would have to pass, which doesn't feel great. And I could play this and go to collect spice as well. Getting 6 would enable a Highliners trip in the future. So I'd have 2 water now for research stations, and I can go Highliners in the future. And I get a tech right now. That just seems so good. I would be tempted for hollow projectors, though. Although Wind Trips, getting 2 water right now is so good. I don't know how many more combats I'm going to be winning with Baron over here going insane with combat stuff. Not an easy decision. I do have Quid Pro Quo. Ugh, God. I think I give up the point this round, though. I think that is the right move. I'm like guaranteed to win this combo, right? I have an ambush behind too, so I should, and no one's going to fight that hard for this one. Let's be real. So I think I will use up some of my Solari here. And the whole reason I got this card is to play it, so let's have some fun. So I'm going to play this. Now, if I play it to tech negotiate, I could actually get 2 techs this round. Could get hollow projectors and wind traps. Which could be kind of fun. Or I could just get 2 spice. 2 spice for a Highliner late game just seems so good, and it helps me work on this as well. So I think I do go for the spice collection. So I go up to 6, and I will use this ability. And I think did I draw every blue card I have in my deck? That makes Research Station just a little bit worse, which really tempts me into hollow projectors this round. Although getting 2 water for 2 Solari is just such a good value. What am I doing with this water, though? I could go Hardy Warriors. Yeah, I think it's worth it. Hollow projector is so good, though, especially if I'm going for a more Spice Must Flow strategy. Being able to cycle cards out is just insane. Screw it, I gotta make a decision. I think getting the water is just too good. Yeah, we're doing it. That'll reveal disposal facility, also solid. And I can decide to put more troops in here. I have 4 daggers in hand. No one else is even close. And yeah, so I think we're fine. Anything else I can do? I'm not forgetting anything, right? Yeah, I don't think so. Blue reveals 3. They pick up an Arrakis Liaison. Fine. Red will reveal 2, 3, 4. And they do get a bump. So they're set up pretty nicely. Yeah, Guild Chief Administrator is solid. They're getting a lot of passive bumps from this. It's kind of late in the game, though. I don't know how much these bumps are really going to mean to you. I mean, getting some late game access to guilds is never terrible, although you are only 1 spot away. And you won't be reshuffling for another round, at least. It's not an easy call. So they will go for the Chief Administrator. Oh, Reverend Mother comes off. I don't think a lot of people have Bene Gesserit cards, though. So I don't think that's going to be useful to, like, anyone. I mean, the revealing for 2 spice is fine, but... So we'll reveal 2, 4 daggers. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to buy. Do I just take this? I think I do. The access is really good. And 2 persuasion's good as well. Yeah, I just take it. Fremicam comes off, solid card. Okay, combat starting with me. I'll pass. Who else is in this red?
Not combat. I will pass. Get my reward.
And green.
Yes. Green also passes.
Yep.
Okay. So we do lock this one down. 6 Solari, I'll take it. And I get 1 water for wind traps. The whole reason I bought that card. Okay. So we're set up pretty nicely. We have a lot of resources going. Oh, and Machinations comes up. That would be great for us because we are 1 short with a lot of factions here. Oh, a Treachery too. Ooh. We can grab this alliance right now. Get 1 million Solari. I don't know what we're going to do with all that Solari, though. I don't think we use our spies. Oh, man. We have a juicy hand here. Okay, so Smuggler stopped to here. I'd imagine they're going interstellar shipping, and they do. Good denial. Don't let red get there. And getting 2 cards every time. Such a good card. I think they've gotten full value out of this every time they played it. Red to move. Dr. UA, okay. People love going cities early when I don't have my bounty hunter. So they get to draw 2 cards, actually. So they do get the reshuffle that I was saying they'd have to wait around for. So, okay, a power play here. Oh, my God.
Nice.
Damn, nice play.
I'll have
Yeah.
to.
So green finally gets that alliance.
Okay.
Good for them. I was wondering if they'd get there, but they do. No, really powerful move. I don't think it's worth trying to fight for the alliance with the Emperor track. We have a beautiful treachery sitting right here. We also have our diplomacy. We can work on a Bene Gesserit alliance. We can honestly get it this turn. I could just go Mentat here. I would like to get a selective breeding off and trash a card out of my deck too. That seems really good. Yeah, I think we go for the selective breeding. We want to start buying Spiceman Slows too. The only thing is we're pretty far off from it. We have 6 right now. We have Dagger though, so we could in theory go Tech Negotiation or Mentat in the future. Yeah, I like this play. Machinations is great though. We would like to get some troops in from that. I mean, Treachery will obviously help with that goal. We'll see if Blue actually gets involved in this combat. It's going to be hard to beat them in combat. That's why I'm kind of tempted not to worry about Highlanders too much. Yeah, I think we make the most of our resources here and we just start fighting for an alliance with the Bene Gesserit. So we will go here, pay 2. We get another victory point. We're up to 3 now. Okay, so we're back in the game a little bit. And we do get the trash a card. Yeah, we get rid of this 100%. Actually, do we get rid of our dagger? Nah, yeah. We won't have any trashing from here. We get the draw 2. Okay, and I think that is it, right? How much persuasion do we have now? Oh, we could take the Mentat right now. Is it worth it? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 to buy. I think this would be a great round to take the calculated higher. And we're not saving up our spice anymore. And we would love to win this combat. It's like 2 points for us right there. Potentially. Oh, quid pro quo. We can use this turn too. Yeah, I think I take this here. Yeah, I think we play it. We want a lot of extra actions this round with quid pro quo. So we get an extra action this round. Oh, we get a Water of Life here out of the Baron. Okay. Yeah, I think we set up for a big quid pro quo round. Assuming Baron doesn't just try to get their alliance with the Emperor track this round. So they take a dagger, they head on up to Tech Negotiation, and they take 2 transports. Okay, that'll set them up very nicely. We'll see what new tech comes off. Artillery. Oh, that is a really solid one. How much persuasion we have? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I already counted that up. Could go research station. Okay, so we have a dagger here from Paul. They'll just grab their High Council seat. Okay. Dagger here from Helena. And they'll grab Mentat. The Mentat's not there, just so you know. You might realize it, but just want to give you a heads up.
Thank you. I didn't realize. For real.
Okay, so Green will be grabbing their Swordmaster. Everybody's got it now. So we have I feel like Treachery into Quid Pro Quo going Wealth is just such a good combination. Sets me up for 2 alliances. I get a bunch of extra troops too. Yeah, I think I'd do it. And getting that double bump might just scare away Blue forever. Yeah, I think I gotta go for this now. While the getting's good. Do I go? I actually can't go Conspire, so it would definitely be Wealth. But I think that's worthwhile. Yeah, I think I just do it now. And I get and I'll play this. Okay, so we've really solidified our alliance here. So hopefully Blue won't want to chase now, and then we're almost at alliance here. So we're making a pretty good late game push here, and we're 1 point away from the Fremen. We're giving up on the guild. It's not happening. In theory, we could grab a Dreadnought as well, grab artillery. Oh man, this is an interesting game. Could go research station as well. I actually am pretty tempted to just do that, get a Spiceman Slow this round. We'll see what's available to us when it comes back around. So that might change up Blue's plans a little bit here. I'm sure they were planning on getting that alliance eventually. Us getting 3 jumps with them, I'm sure, is a surprise. Hopefully they can't fight us. They don't have the spice to go Conspire, so the only bumps they're getting... Well, they could go Wealth. They do have that card that lets them infiltrate there. So that would be 2 potential bumps. I do go before them next round, though. I would have to draw into exactly my Diplomacy. Or my Signet Ring. My Signet Ring would let me get a bump as well. I hope they don't chase. That'd be so annoying. Okay, we have a Signet Ring here. I'd imagine smuggling. Yeah. So they'll take this. So we're going to see what their intentions are now, because they will be getting a bump and some troops. They can put them in with troop transports, and they do. This is their last action. Oh, they're going to chase. Oh, you're so annoying, Blue. Ugh, they are going to chase me. I don't think they can get it before me. I mean, I hope they can, obviously. And they do get an entry card for their ring. I mean, Blue, you could just take the bumps here, man. Start getting some points that way. Like, now I have to defend. Oh, if they get this, that would tie them up with me. So now that makes me want to commit to this even more. And I actually can get a decent amount of combat going. Okay, reveal from Red here. So they will get a opulence point. They will activate their training drones. Fold space here from green. And they'll just go to stealth suits. Okay. Oh, they're going to chase blue. Yeah, that's what you get, blue. Chasing me. Now they'll be forced to defend. So that's actually really great for me. You can't have... And this is kind of a good way to balance out the Baron. It's just not letting them get a bunch of uncontested alliances. That's how the game ends in like 6 or 7 rounds. But they've been having a decent amount of competition everywhere they try to go. So that'll definitely slow them down. The fact that green's been able to put up this much of a fight on multiple tracks is insane too. Getting this alliance here, unbelievable. I can't believe they got it all. Red should have been keeping track that they had a power play though. That was on them, not defending. Okay, let's see here. I talked a lot about getting a Dreadnought and then getting artillery. I really like that play. And then for my last action, I could honestly go to Carthag depending on what they have. Winning this combo would be huge for me. So I think I will. Do I commit to the Dreadnought? I think I do. I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I could draw 3 cards, likely get my Spice Must Flow, but I don't want to lose my alliance. And I think if I let blue take this one down, I could screw myself. So does blue have Shai Halud though? That's a lot of daggers. There's a lot of daggers, huh? That's an extra like 5. So that would put them up to 15. If my play works out and I go to Carthag, that's an extra 2, 4. 7, and I would have artillery, so this would be worth 2, so it'd be 9 on top of my already 4, so that'd be 13, and then I could come over the top with an ambush. Ugh, sketchy. Real sketch. I do like getting artillery, so I guess I'll go for it. And conflict 3s are coming up as well, so I can always abort this mission too, depending on what they reveal. Take artillery. Oh, flagship comes off. That's what I want to see as an appropriate user. So red reveals no Shai Halud. Okay. Very doable here. They do get a Spice Must Flow. Not ideal. They do get 2 daggers, so that'll put them up to 12. So we might be able to beat them here. Green reveals 2, 4, 5, 6. Buying power. So they passed up on the Sardaukar earlier. It will be interesting if they change their mind and now pick it up, because that was some turns where they could have been getting some Sardaukar value. I mean, picking up Bene Gesserit's sister is just a good card. It gives you the 2 persuasion or 2 daggers. It's like just overall solid, and it gets you Bene Gesserit access. They have some spice to work with, so that could be some late game selected breedings. I would at least take that. Framacamp's good too if you want to go more combat heavy, and it has 2 persuasion as well, which is a great cutoff. Yeah, okay, they do take it. Worm Riders comes up. So we have 1 action left here, and we can just push him for this combat. I think we do. I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 buying power right now. I actually could get a Worm Riders. Doesn't do anything for me right now though, so it's actually not that good. I would love to get a Spice Must Flow. Let's be real. Research Station lets me put in 5 extra with a troop and a Dreadnought. That'll put me up to 9, and then I'll reveal a dagger, which is worth 2 daggers with artillery. That'll put me up to 11, and then I can ambush. If I go to Carthag, that lets me put in 7 total combat power. That would put me up to 11 right off the bat. And then with my 2 daggers, I would go up to, yeah, I think it's just worth it going Carthag. And then it makes blue play a card as well. It's just too good. I do give up a point to do this, but I get a lot of value in Machinations and I defend Alliance. So I think it's worth the trade-off. 6 Spice Must Flow strategy I'm using here. Definitely not getting that. So this is pretty much a dead card. But it definitely makes me want to go in for this still. And it's my reveal. So now I do go up to, so blue will have to play something if they want to win. I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to buy. So I can still take Worm Riders. If I win this combat, I would have enough to get the influence off of it too. The 4 daggers, rather. Screw it. We're having a fun game. Tournament setting, maybe I'm not buying it, but it's just too fun. Okay, we're going for it. Okay. Combat.
Combat starting with blue. Blue.
Okay, they do play it.
Yellow.
Yeah, we'll make them fight for it.
Blue.
Oh, we make them use Private Army. I'm fine with this outcome. That is a huge commitment for this combat, especially with these coming up. I pass. Yeah, they're going to chase me here. Super annoying. But we did make them waste some cards, so that's good for us at least. We get a water, 2 Solari. Oh, I'm nervous. We need to draw into our Signet Ring. We really, or our Diplomacy. Okay, next round. We have a Conflict 3 coming up. Oh, and it's, please don't let me lose this alliance. Oh, we don't draw it. They're gonna be able to take this. Oh, wait. Oh, this is why you buy it. I have Emperor access. I can take this. We play this every time. Okay, so red goes to Interstellar Shipping. They take rep here. Oh, okay, so they get to go up again because they discarded with this. And they're going to trash it. Okay, so they get to collect again. So they get another one. Oh, that's a great synergy, for sure. So they get 2 more troops. Wow. Great value. I imagine you just take the spice here. And we'll see where they take the bomb. Yeah, they'll start working on the friendly point. Tough. Yeah, I think you go for it here. It's just, you know, working on it there versus here. Yeah, I think that's the right call. Why get in a race here, you know? You can get a guaranteed point from this. Oh, so glad we drew into this. If we ever draw into our appropriate, that's an extra point with flagship if no one buys it before us. And no one's really set up for the spice for it. Is there any way we get to this? No. Right? I mean, we do have 2. Fremen would be the next one we go for. Unfortunately, we're going to have to waste the ret in action with defending our alliance. So we have Fremen camp here. Yeah, I think that's a good play. Go to the Great Flat. You can get a bunch of troops in. This is a combat 3. 2 victory points up for grab. I don't think we're ever winning this one, so we won't sweat it. Kind of a shame we drew a bunch of our daggers without our Imperial Bashar, but... So now they will pay the 2 spice to get 3 extra troops, which they can deploy, because this is a combat space, so in theory they could put in 3 and a troop and a dreadnought, and I think you just put them all in. Yep, and they do. Okay, so now blue's super annoying. They make us waste an action here. But we have to defend that. It's a point. Sucks. We would have much rather have gone to a Bene Gesserit spot with that. Looks like blue will play Arrakis Liaison. They'll head on over to Erkine, draw a card. We'd like to get Mentat if it comes back around to us. No one could go Research Station. So I think we would be tempted to. We need to start buying Spicement Flows. We have a lot of water now. So we have a Signet Ring here from Paul. We'll see where they decide to go. Oh, they take the Mentat now. Okay, that kind of sucks. We were really hoping to go there. But we can still go Research Station, so not a big deal. It'd be sick if we could draw into our Appropriate and just grab Flagship now. Pretty slow-moving game points-wise. Everyone's kind of crowded around the same area. We're only at 4, but we have a lot of potential points to grab. We have 1 from here to grab. That's 2. If we get our Appropriate, that's a Flagship buy easy. We have the Solari to do it. That's 3 points. If we get a Spice must flow this round, which we should if we go Research Station. That's an extra point as well. So we have a pretty easy 4-point pickup coming. As long as no one decides to chase us on this Bene Gesserit alliance, which honestly, seeing how this game's played out so far, I wouldn't be surprised if I get chased super hard. Okay, we have a Dune Desert Planet here. And they'll just grab some spice. Okay. Don't know what they need all the spice for. Maybe they have the victory point you can buy with spice. So that would set them up for a highliner and that. Interesting. We're definitely going to draw, though. We need better cards than what we've got currently. Oh, okay. That's a point. We draw, oh, just a million daggers. Unfortunately, this isn't enabled for us. So that does suck. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we don't even have enough for a spice and slow. Gross draw. Oh, we shouldn't have bought this. I'm not having fun anymore. What an idiot buy. We didn't even have the freaking points for it. Whatever. Flagship will be interesting. Sucks we're getting no spice flows. Okay, reveal here from blue, and that's good to see the Shahilud. So next combat, I'd say it'd be free, but red has a pretty big garrison, so we would have to fight them. Blue's been doing a good job of buying a lot of Spiceman's flows. We kind of contaminated our deck with some not great buying cards. So blue goes up to 7 here. They're going to be a threat for sure. Red will go to Carthage. We'll see if they start committing to this. It would be hard for them to win. But they could always just get a... Okay, they are going to put some in here. Maybe just go for some spice. Blue is in first right now, and they do have 1 intrigue card. I did purge them a lot of their intrigue cards. I bet they're probably regretting it now, obviously. You know, they'd much rather have all those powerful intrigue cards for this combat than machinations. But they forced my hand. Can't believe we drew this now. We draw this next round when we're going super heavy combat. Beautiful. We've been kind of getting some unlucky draws this game. The fact that we haven't been able to get any Spiceman's flows with Mimic Film and a High Council C is like... I don't know. If we could have gotten the Mentad this round, that would have been excellent. Get rid of one of these stupid daggers. The thing is, we could get a Spiceman's flow this round if we use a dagger to go to tech negotiation, but then we don't get to play our appropriate. If we had one more action, we'd be sitting pretty. We could do both, but unfortunately we don't. I mean, even if we did do both, though, we'd have to come up with an extra persuasion somewhere because we would be really losing the reveal for this. Okay, we have a still shoots here. So blue will get chased, and they revealed super early, so unfortunately for them, well, green doesn't have any actions left, so not a big deal for them. So I think we just grab the flagship here. It's just too good. And it makes us so much stronger next round. Yeah, it's just a victory point for 8 Solari. Can't beat that. What other options would I have? I could play this to Imperial Basin, get 4 spice. Not that good. And then obviously I could just buy Spiceman's Flow this round. But I just feel like this is so much better. And it could potentially deny a point from green. So I think it's worth going for. Where do I play this to? Could go tech negotiation. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would give me 7 persuasion. Doesn't really do much for me. I think I just take the spice. Right? Oh, I could go smuggling. Get 2 Solari. Because after I spend 8 Solari on this, I'm going to go down to 5. So this would give me 2 more. So I'd be at 7. So I could still use my Signet Ring next round. Yeah, I think that's the move. So take this. And I will use this to buy flagship. So that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm still at 7 for my Signet Ring. And I could use this. I don't think I'm going to, though. So that is a point. Put me up to 5. We're cranking along. So we have a Dune Desert Planet here from red. They'll take that spice that I was thinking about buying. They'll use their training drones as well. Are they going to put troops in here? I mean, obviously, I'm hoping that they commit. If they put in all 3 here, it'd be very interesting. That signals they have some good entry cards. Oh, and they are. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Let's go. Oh, huge, huge. We're going to have to be the only one with combat potential next round. Green reveals. 2, 3, 4, 5. Buying power. That Sardaukar Legion's still just sitting around if they want it. I don't think you take it at this point, though. They've been on the decision to buy these cards forever. Will they finally take one of these? They've been turning them down every other round. I don't know. We're kind of late game, so you probably aren't seeing these cards, but you might. I would buy Voice for sure. Just 2 Persuasion. It's a better Arrakis Liaison. Bene Gesserit's Sister too. I would take both of those. You want Persuasion in the end game, especially, does he have High Council seat? He does not. So that does make Spiceman's Flush strategy a little bit harder, but I don't really know what their plan is, because it doesn't seem like they're going overt combat. I mean, maybe with Fremen Camp, it does signal that way a little bit more, but it's also 2 Persuasion, so yeah, they take it. Oh, Boundless Ambition comes off. Not great for Helena. It would be really good for Baron and Paul. I mean, for Paul, it's just draw a card. For Baron, it's Intrigue, which is way better. But I don't know how much actual value that's going to get at this stage of the game. So they did pick Voice and Bene Gesserit's Sister. And they reveal 1 dagger. So they are at 14 now. We will reveal. So we have 1, 2 daggers, which is worth nothing. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I want any of these? How many cards do I have to draw? 6. I think I actually just take some Arrakis Liaisons. My end game is going to be buying Spiceman's Flows. And I don't have any big cards I want to be like saving at this point. So we'll just load up on these. Try to get lucky. Anything else with 2 Persuasion? No. Yep. So I think that's it. Fortunately, we can't buy any things. And we don't want to use that.
That's 7 extra point of combat.
No, this is worth nothing because I don't have the influence. And I'm not in combat yet.
Thank God you are not in the combat.
I know. I was like, hey, I'll be a little fun. I'll get Worm Riders. I'm like, oh, yeah. Red reveals 3. I don't think you're buying anything here. Oh, they have 5. I don't know what they did with their token, but Boundless Ambition is a card draw. It just sucks. I would not buy it. I'm going to say that. That Acquire a cost that costs 5 or less is trash right now. You want cards with Persuasion, so I think that might be a mistake. Oh, Reinforcements! 3 Solari for 3 extra troops? Oh man, Red's going to win this round, which is huge. We do not want blue winning this, so this is a great outcome for us. We'll make the game go a little bit longer. Wow, wow, wow. Yep, so Red, anything?
Pass.
Play anything, Green?
Green.
Thinking.
Yep, take your time. So Green thinking means they do have an entry card.
Yeah, I'll have to force here.
Oh, okay, that means they have a big. Dang.
Wow.
That's 7.
Blue.
Okay, blue. Okay, back to red.
Oh, pass.
Hey, well done, Green.
Thank you, guys.
It's second time.
So Green does pick up 2 points here. That puts him at the 6. And if we're rooting for someone to win this combat, it's Green because they're the most behind right now. Red picks up a decent chunk of spice, which not ideal. And then blue gets 3 spice, which I think they already took. So okay, next round. Oh, actually, wait, Green, you have to send your dreadnought somewhere.
Yeah.
All right.
I always forget. This is the first time I've ever remembered.
I lost. Fair enough.
Probably doesn't matter. Solar's not doing a ton for him late game, although getting High Council would be relevant. I think I would put it on Arakeen. Arakeen's generally favored in the late game. People want to be drawing cards to buy Spice and Slows, but they do go with Carthag, so we'll see if it pays off. And the next combat is Battle for Arakeen. Wow. So people invested in a combat strategy is really paying off here. We have a lot of people with Spice, so Highliners is very much in play. Okay, I'll take this hand. We can get a victory point from a Bene Gesserit alliance. We're going to be 1 off from being able to get this, though, which kind of sucks, but it's fine. Because we have our ring to get us a bump. And we also have... Did we try to fight for this combat? I wish we had 1 more water. We could get 1 more water. I think we will. So we have a reconnaissance here. They'll go to siege. Get a troop in the water. Yeah, it's going to be... I don't think we should plan around being able to get to research station this round. Okay, green will throw a troop in. We could also use our flagship to put on a bunch of troops. Save the ring. Tough though. Not using the ring does cost us a point. Can we get more Solari? We need 4 to use this. If we go Signet Ring to Smuggling, that would give us a bunch of Solari. We could just go Hardy Warriors. Use up our water. Pretend we'll never go to Research Station ever. Because then we go. That would get us 4 total units in with Hardy Warriors. It gives us a victory point. Then we can go Signet Ring to Smuggling and collect. Get a bunch of Solari. That would fuel our flagship and our Signet Ring for that turn. Then our last action, we could just go like Imperial Bashar somewhere. Or actually Arrakis Liaison. We could save this for the reveal. Yeah, I like that play. We're going to fight for this win. I think we can win this too. We have the most combat potential out of anybody. And this will give us a lot of daggers. So we're going in. We're not getting a research station this turn. Red has 2, green just got 2. We don't have Bounty Hunter. So blue will go Smuggler Stopper, Interstellar Shipping. We've seen that one before. So they draw a bunch of cards. They'll probably be able to buy another Spiceman Slow. Oh, so... Okay. Paul will go Opulence to Conspire. Get some troops in garrison. And get a big chunk of Solari. Okay, dagger here. Mentat? Yeah, I think that's a great play. What are you doing with that Solari at this stage? Okay, so we have 2 city spots still open. We just got to really hope they're still open when they come back around to us. We want to be getting our Signet Ring value now. We have nothing else to do with this Solari. And then if we collect, we'll have enough to use our flagship as well. Yeah, it's just too good of a play. And then hopefully we can get these units in at some point. We could go Imperial Bashar first, but blue's really going to want to go Smuggling here, so I need to block that. So we got to collect here, and we do have to take the Solari if we want to get flagship value. So now we will use our Signet Ring, so that's 7. The ring, if it goes another round, I have more flagship value. We take a bump, and we will take our Bene Gesserit Alliance. Okay. Actually, really good. Really good. That'll enable me to get a point right at the end of the game, potentially. So I get a troop and a spice. Right? Okay. Wow. Yeah, good round. I think that is it, right? I hate forgetting things on these kind of moves. But yeah, that's definitely last action. Okay. Diplomacy here from blue, that's a good start. So now I just have to dodge 2 city space moves, and I'm in good shape. So blue does lock down this alliance. A little surprised, I mean, maybe green didn't draw into the access, but yeah, so blue has this alliance locked down. Red will play Ixion Probe, cycle out 2 cards, draw 2 new cards. They only get, oh yeah, okay. Okay, so we'll see what they play here. We're hoping they don't go too heavy into this combat. I mean, okay, yeah, so there's the Highliner. They got to be going for it here. And it gives them a card draw too. So actually it worked out pretty well. Buying that card. It really only sucks if you draw it at the end and then you can't reveal for anything. Fortunately for them, that didn't happen here. Yeah, you just got to go Highliners here. So they got a ton of troops they can put in. It's going to be real hard to beat them. But we're still going to try. Yeah, so that's 14 total. I mean, we have this little baby finesse. They do have 1 action left too. But we do have flagship. And we can get 1 more intrigue card. Our Worm Riders is in our discard. We have 1 card left. Any idea what that card could be? I'm not smart enough to remember all of my cards. I don't think it's a dagger card though. I think all of those are accounted for in that discard. So that wouldn't give me any combat potential, which is the only reason I'd want to draw a card to begin with. So I'm going to want to fish for a intrigue card here. Sucks that red has 1 action left. Hopefully the other combat spaces just get taken. I think these are stacked up. Yeah, so they have 3 units left in their garrison. We have 4 left. Oh, it's a convincing argument. My last card. That is interesting. Because then if I Imperial Bashar to Arakeen to draw a card, that would give me 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's if green doesn't go to Arakeen here, I can give up on this combat and just buy a Spice Must Flow, which at this point I will do. So please pray that Helena's not going to Arakeen, please. Ah, yes, research station. Huge, 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 huge. Oh wait, yeah, right? I have 1 convincing argument here. And 1 in my discard. I'm stupid. What is that last card? Is it a Dune? Yeah, it's a Dune Desert Planet. Okay. Never mind. I'm dumb. I didn't notice I had it in my hand already. Yeah, so it's a Dune Desert Planet. Right. Yeah, I definitely didn't trash a Dune, so that's my last card here. So I don't think I can get enough for a Spice Must Flow. Yeah, no, because I would play this, cycle it, and just draw another 1 coster. I mean, I wasn't getting a research station. Well, I mean, I guess the way the turns played out, maybe I would have. No, I don't think I would have. No, I would have actually, yeah. But no point in thinking about that now. I think I just Hail Mary Carthag, hope I get a combat entry card, and then I can commit troops based off of that. Yeah, there's really nothing else for me to do. Okay. Yeah, so I have 1 card left. I am tempted to not spend my Solari here in case I draw into my Signet Ring next round so that I can get the bump, and then that would get me a point off of Plans Within Plans. But of course, that does come with the drawback of potentially not getting a lot of flagship value. The only thing is, red is definitely beating me on this combat, so I think I give up. For sure. Yeah. Because how many? I can get in 3 more plus 3, so that's 12 more combat power just off of units I can get in this round with flagship and Carthag. And then I get 3 more from my Imperial Bashar plus artillery. That's 15 more. That would put me up to 24. And I'd have potential 26 with finesse. Red can get in 3 if Arakeen's still open, 2 if it's not. Screw it, I think I just force them to have it here. What else am I doing with these troops, you know? We're going for it. I think that's it, right? Don't want to forget anything. Yeah. We are not getting lucky with these. Oh my god. Ah, and freaking blue goes here, so that really destroys my finesse ideas for later. Because if they didn't go up there, I could always just finesse, lose a point with them, and go up with the Fremen to get my Plans Within Plans point. But I can't even do that anymore, so these are just daggers. So we'll see what red does. Yeah, Arakeen is open for red, so that sucks. So now they get 2 card draws, yeah. They can only put in 3, yeah. So that puts them at 25? 23? Wait, what? What are they at right now? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, they're at 22, okay. Hopefully their entry cards are not good. But we shall see. Now I would have liked to have some daggers in my hand for this guy. It's going to be a close combat. We might be able to get there, though. We just got to really hope red doesn't have anything. I think it's worth the risk. Let's see here. Green plays a dagger. They go to tech negotiation. They can buy any tech they want. Looks like they're eyeing up hollow projectors, which I think is the absolute best pick they can get in the late game out of these 3 techs. Detonation devices isn't going to do crap for you at this stage unless you think you can win a combat with your Dreadnought, which you might be able to with Highliner access. Could be a pretty big play. But hollow projectors is the best overall tech here. The only thing is, are you really getting Spice Must Flows? I don't know. It is good even just for general strategies. Disposal Facility is the worst one. I don't think you're ever taking that. Oh, okay. I'm intrigued. Unless they have a very specific, like, dump ability. No. Yeah, I think Disposal Facility was the worst one. You take Hollow Projectors over that any day. You're not, like, cultivating a deck by trashing cards at this stage of the game. But they do get one extra Persuasion this round, so maybe they can get a Spice from Slow. I would love to get some Spice from Slows now that I freaking corner the market, but just hasn't worked out. We'll reveal. We get 3 daggers for this with Artillery. So that puts us up to 24. We have 5, 6 to buy. Do we want any of these? We have 1 card left. Honestly, this is good. Yep, and that's it. 2 Persuasion. Always solid, and it draws a card. Like, I'd be happy to draw into that next round. So, yeah. So, blue does not get a... whatever. Come on, don't reveal a lot of daggers, red, please. 1 dagger. Okay, so they are at 23. So the Otis is on them. They get a Spice from Slow. That'll put them up to 6.
I guess I will never have a chance. I will never have a chance. Play this.
Okay, so they do have the Rapid Mobilization. Okay, so obviously the city spot didn't matter at all. We still can win this. We gotta hope that's not a good intrigue card. Please don't be a combat intrigue card. Oh my god, if it's not, this is insane. So we got a pretty big reveal here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they get Spice. They have the Alliance, so they can pay for the victory point as well. Oh, green coming from behind here. They weren't doing very good, but that combat plus getting this Alliance, it's huge. Great position. And they do get a dagger. That'll put them up to 3. Not relevant, but could matter. Okay. Combat.
Okay.
Right.
Starting with you.
Play Finesse.
Okay. Pass.
Oh, thank goodness. I was so worried. Oh my god. Okay, so we locked this one down. Huge for us. Huge. That was a huge commitment, and it actually paid off. We're up to 9. We are now in first place off that combat. And we also get a flag on Erkine. Oh, someone already did it for us. Thank you. And then this I will send to the Imperial Basin. Actually, the Spice is good for tiebreakers, but Carthag hasn't come out as a combat yet. So I could just send it to Carthag and hope to get an extra troop out of it. Interesting decision here. I think I do just take the Spice. Yeah, I'll just take the Spice. If someone goes here, that'll give me enough for a... Yep, go for it. If someone does give me a Spice, that'll give me 2 so I can go to Selected Breeding, is my thought. I only get punished if this is the Carthag combat. And it's not. So, okay, so that worked out. So there's the Dune Desert Planet. And okay, we are in combat heaven right now. Oh my god. So, if we go to Fremen, we can get some troops in. This is a big combat. We can get a point here. And we have a lot of daggers to reveal. We get to go first, which is always nice. Oh, I got a water too. I didn't add it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we do get a water for wind traps. So that actually enables a Hardy Warriors here. And I think we just go in for this combat. Yeah, we're never getting a Spiceman's Flow. It's not happening. We keep drawing this boy. But I think we can win this one. Winning doesn't do anything for us, but we should at least be able to get a point out of this. So I'm happy with that. And then this does enable plans within plans point. So yeah, we're going for it. And we will use our flagship ability. Just a huge dump of troops. Yeah, setting the tone. So we've enabled 1 point off of plans within plans, and we might be able to get another point here. So we're in a good position. We might be able to win this one. Baron goes for Dune Desert Planet. They'll actually just go to Smuggling. Okay. So they'll just value the Solari. They're not interested in any of these techs, which I think is... I might be tempted for Hollow Projectors, honestly, but they don't want it. Oh, actually, if they're planning on going Highliners, that makes sense. And they don't want to waste any resources when they have economic supremacy on the board. We have a Dune Desert Planet from Red here. Blue letting Red get interstellar shipping is kind of weird, you know? Like, you do have to think about what other people are doing a little bit. But maybe they want them to take my Bene Gesserit Alliance or get an extra point. Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting one, because you think just going for the block is better. Is that one extra Solari going to do anything for you? No. You know? Go up and... Yeah, that's a weird play. Because they would be at 6 Solari even without going there. So that one extra Solari, I guess, would enable a Signet Ring by... So I guess that makes sense. But I don't know. I think blocking red's just too good there. Okay. So there goes our alliance, possibly, and we have no way to defend that. So we might be down a point here. Yeah, I have no way to defend any of that. Unlucky that they were the ones to get this specific intrigue card, but nothing you can do about it. Yeah, no way for me to defend that. Okay, there's a Mentat play. So we want to reveal this 100%. We could play this. But we're not getting a Spice Must Flow this round, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe, but not going to play around that. So we'll just take the extra card. We can put more troops in. Just guarantee that we get the point out the combat. The only thing is, we won't be able to end the game if we lose that alliance. But I don't think there's any way for us to defend it. And we have no other diplomacy cards in our entire deck. So that is awkward. It's just so weird. I guess, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think we draw and see what we get. Not a whole lot of options here. Yeah, not what we're looking for. We will throw it in, obviously. This might be the last round. So they do take a tech? But it does, yeah, so they were able to play the Signet Ring with that extra Solari, so I guess it makes sense, but... So they are going to pick up Sonic Snoopers, trash it, cycle out some intrigue cards. Well, they're not getting any of these. I just have to hope Red doesn't have access to Bene Gesserit. Okay, so Blue will play Secret Forces here, so they get 2 more troops in. Did they go to a combat space? I think they didn't. Did they? No, they didn't, so they can't put them in. So kind of weird timing on that, but they don't want to get Secret Stolen, I guess. Oh, they get Dispatch an Envoy. Oh, they got like the perfect cards to screw me. So I do lose a point here. Put me down to 8. Kind of sucks, but actually nothing I can do about it. I was not expecting them to be able to jump 2 points this round. Or no, 3. Yeah, because they were at 2. Because they had the stupid intrigue card as well. So yeah, I mean, like, realistically, I'm not going to pass up on going and getting a guaranteed point from that combat and all this other stuff, so... Okay, so Blue forgot to take their bump. Casual game. They can have a point. Whatever. Could end up mattering. Now they just have to go secrets. That's 1 extra point. So this is kind of interesting now. I could go... If Imperial Basin is left open for me, I could go there, get 3 spice, and then that's 2 victory points and I win. So someone does need to recognize that and stop me from doing it. Yeah, so now green has to exactly play Imperial Basin or they are giving me a potential extra victory point. So this will be interesting. Blue did just cycle out a lot of intrigue cards, so depending on what they're going for here, I mean, they obviously want to win this combat, 100%. I mean, Blue might be able to just, like, win this combat. They probably can, with how many intrigue cards they have, and these are cycled intrigue cards. But if they can't, I think going for the spice, just in case, is a good move. A lot of people buying text this game. Everyone has at least 2. I have 4. So that's been interesting. People have dreadnoughts as well. We've really been taking advantage of all of the Ix expansion items this game. One upside is we drew a lot of our low persuasion cards. So if this game does go on for another round, we should be guaranteed a spice must flow and a endgame scenario. So that's good. Oh my god, he does it. Oh, come on. I mean, heads up play. Yeah, I can't be mad about that. It actually doesn't affect me at all. It's actually, I'm complaining about it, but it's actually not that bad for me. The thing is though, if I want to take the spice I need by playing this, it does lose me a lot of daggers. First versus second doesn't matter if I don't have enough spice for any of these things. Straight up. So I think I do. I am actually forced to play this now, so I can get 2 more spice so that I can afford the first one, the extra point, if I do win. So I think I just go to Carthag, hope I get a combat intrigue card. Okay. Kind of not that good, but whatever. I'll throw the extra troop in. Can't hurt. We have enough spice to put it in the end game if blue can't do anything here. I think that's everything, right? Yeah. So we have an Arrakis liaison here. They'll just go to siege. They'll get the rest of their troops in here. They have to. They could get 3 points out of this victory. Yellow, yeah. All right, I'm yellow, but yeah, green doing that. Could have very real implications on this game. Let's see here. Red draws 1 trillion cards by playing Research Station with Dr. Yui. They could put troops in if they want. You're not really getting much out of it, but it could be the last round, so not the worst thing. Okay, reveal.
I'll take my spice.
So green will go up to 9. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yep, exactly.
Stay in the corner watching.
Nice. So yeah, so green just took the spice and dipped. Okay, fair enough. They have no endgame. Actually, they do. But we will be able to beat them on endgame, so that's fine. So I will reveal. I get 2 daggers because I have artillery and bounty hunter, and I will play this. So it actually works out because we will be able to beat green on the tiebreaker now. And that is it. Hopefully it's good enough. Do I want to buy something? Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's the last round. Reveal from blue 1 dagger. So that'll put them up to 17. So they are going to have some combo points from hand here. Combat cards, I mean. Okay, they'll pick up Freighter Fleet. Why not? So now it is, okay, they pick up this too. Okay. Whatever floats your boat. They're just buying stuff. I would caution against doing this kind of thing in the late game, especially with someone with a lot of reveal behind you. You could flash up, whatever, Chome shares. That gives you a bump with everybody, and that could potentially change the game a lot in a good way for somebody else. But yeah, they're still just buying away. Whatever. Big reveal here. Oh, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, because they have their High Council seat. They do have the Solari to buy a point with opulence. Really big deal as well. So they'll go to 9 here. Do they have the Memo Quarters endgame point? 3 on all 4. They do not. Okay, so we don't have to worry about that endgame. Combat. Starting with me, and out.
Yep.
We'll pass. Blue. Okay, so blue will play black now here, and that will lock this combat down for them. So they get 5 daggers.
5. Well, I guess you got, yeah.
Okay.
I will pass.
Red. Yep. And I'll pass as well.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. So now we get 1 point. So blue will spend out and get all 3 points. So that will put us in the endgame, which is actually big for me. I think I might be able to win now.
And I get 2 spice.
You had the money to get 3 points.
What?
Ooh. You had the cash.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was well done.
I didn't see he had the Solari and the.
No, he
spice.
did. He went up to 7 with this, used this ring to get one, went down to
Just
6.
got
So
it now then. Cool.
But we are in the end game now.
Okay. Yep.
So I think green it goes up to 10, right?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah.
I have plans within plans, so I get 1.
Do you have any symbol? Oh. Okay.
I also
And
have this, but it's useless.
And 1 point for this.
Okay, so we have multiple of us at 10, right? Is everyone at 10? Yeah, okay.
Sorry?
Everybody's at 10,
No.
right?
No way.
Yeah. So then, yeah,
I would say
6
you win.
spice.
Yeah.
Wow, what a close game.
Yeah.
I got super bailed out by this. Right
Yeah.
at the end.
Fair enough.
Taking the two
That's a nice
spice
game.
was a,
Oh yeah,
just for 1 spice.
sick
Oh
game.
my god. Yeah. Been taking all the alliances from me.
All I needed was to have a little bit,
Spice?
maybe
Spicy
going here. I mean, I didn't move at all in the other.
Green. I will say you had a great block at the end by going here. If
Really?
you didn't go here, I could have went here with a Dune, picked up the 4 spice I needed to get an extra point from this, and then I could reveal this instead of having to play it.
Oh.
Because I only had 2 spice, so if there was an off chance that I won, I had to play it to get 4. So that would have given me a bunch of extra. Although I think I still would have lost anyway because he had a lot of combat behind. But
I see. I just played there because it was the only play to do, and I
it was a
didn't
good
have
move.
many options.
Okay, good game, everybody.
GG, guys.
Yeah.
GG.